Hi everyone. So in this video I'm going to start with the face. I'm going to take my seashell pink and I'm going to lightly start coloring. Just going in long strokes. You don't want to go like this because you'll be able to see the strokes all over. It just looks better. There's probably some rule, I don't know. I'm just gonna lightly color in, just, I don't know if you can even see. Let's see. Get it close. Just gonna lightly color. You can always go back in and make it darker. And right under the lip, do this. Where the chin goes, it gives it some curve to go with the line. And I'm going to make a line from about here up to the eyebrow, just really light, and shade it. Same on this side, just really lightly. And I'm just barely pushing on the paper, just enough to leave some color. And I leave the white in the middle. It's top of your nose is sticking up further towards the light, so I leave it like that. You could paint it in white, but it's easier to leave it like that. I also go in at the tip and color in a bit. And I will make these things darker later. And then above the lip, I do almost a U shape, back and forth, going up. That makes it look like there's a dip there. And then also a little bit above the eye, and then the crease of the eye a little bit above that, pushing a little bit harder. Same for the other eye. A little bit above the crease, and we'll shade a little more on this side. Keeping with the up and down and going with the curves. And in here. I like to leave it lighter up here too, and down here, the middle of the chin, and then I will leave some white here, like the sun is facing her or above her, and it's making the forehead and the nose and things that stick out a little more highlighted. So let's see. Keep coloring. It takes a little while to color her face when you're going in light layers, but you don't want to go too dark at first. If you go too dark, you may end up having lines, which you don't want. I also like to go under the eye, just real light. And you're gonna go in a motion like this, just real lightly, and it'll come down almost to a point. And the same on the other eye. Turn this back out a little bit. Okay. So we'll keep shading in a little bit darker. And I don't go all the way in. When I do the edges a little bit darker, then I'll fade it into the lighter color, but not all the way to the edge of the lighter color. I don't know if that makes sense, just to, you know, I guess a gradient effect. Keep going around the face. I've never had to really think about this before, I just do it. So if I'm stumbling on talking about it, I'm sorry. I haven't had to really explain it too much before. And just keep going around the face till you get to the shading you like. And I do like to shade the lip a little bit. We can color over that later with the pink. And let's see. Oops, sorry. I'm going to fill in this space where there's going to be this darker shading down into the neck. And again, I don't shade all the way into the neck here. Get lighter and lighter and lighter till it fades out. And I'll do a little down here, but this part doesn't matter so much. Okay, so let's see. Just keep working it a little bit more. Get a little bit darker in spots, pushing a little bit harder with my pencil. Go. Put this under here. My table's got a lot of texture on it. Okay. A little bit darker under the eye. A little bit more shading around the nose. And I'm just still pretty lightly coloring this. And a little bit darker at the bottom. And I like to darken the eyebrows a little bit with the skin color, just so that it looks like shadow later when I fill those in. Make it a little darker. Gets a little more exciting when I add some more color. Okay, so probably should darken that a little bit more. Let me see. So I think I'll take, whoops, excuse me, take a little bit of pink. And lightly shade it into the cheeks. This is the nectar. And I'm lightly pressing down, a little darker at first and then lighter and lighter. And I like to go in this motion for this side, and this motion for this side of the lips. I'll use my brush to clean that off. And I'll be back in just a little bit with the next video.